Hi, my name is Annalisa Parks Murphy, and today I will be giving a presentation about how to have a successful presentation of a masterpiece, a guide to creating live theater. Having been involved in the theater community in Utah most of my entire life and running a successful theater business for the past 6 years, I have learned some key points that will help you to make sure that your production is successful, that the audiences enjoy it, and that the cast and crew involved will understand what they are doing, what they're trying to accomplish, and how to accomplish those goals. There is nothing worse than seeing a theatrical piece, leaving the theater with your friends and family and talking about it, and everybody not understanding what happened. What was that about? What feelings were they trying to provoke? I didn't understand the characters. I didn't understand what was trying to be said. As a director and producer, as well as an actor, that is a disheartening thing to hear, as normally people work so hard in order to bring a successful production to the stage. So hopefully after this presentation, you will understand how to prepare to make sure that your theatrical experience is one that everybody will love. Theater production should have clear goals. Whether you're on stage or in the production, you need to understand what is going on. And that starts with preparing the environment for everybody to set your production up for success. I learned a lot running my own theater company. I learned that it is important to communicate, it is important to listen to others around you, and work cohesively as a team. Fundamentally, clear objectives and the overall picture of the production should start with good preparation. So, I want to touch first on the picking of the right play. Pick the right play. Think about what you're doing. Picking the right play for your actors and intended audience may be the most important decision that you do affecting the outcome of your play. Next thing you need to do is access your casting pool. Are you working with people that are part of an established acting troupe? Do you know their strengths? Do you know their weaknesses? That will help you in deciding what play to pick. Also, another thing to consider is, are you having open auditions? Are you pulling from talent that you have no prior knowledge of? If you are doing that, you will have a different procedure in order to pick that play. Next, you need to access your own experience. What does this mean? Well, it means that you need to look at the type of theater you have been involved in before you direct or produce. Have you only done comedy? Have you only done tragedy? What about ensemble pieces? Have you directed before? Do you understand the mechanics of the type of theater that you are attempting to produce? And then, of course, in picking the play is story. You need to choose stories that will engage the folks that will be in your audience. After all, they deserve good entertainment. You need to make sure that the story that you're telling, your actors will be able to have the background knowledge in order to portray it accurately. Otherwise, your production will fail. After you find the best play for everybody involved, it's time to prepare yourself as a director. So, you've chosen your play. You read it and reread it and reread it and research. Good directors get to know their plays extremely well by reading them and rereading them. And each reading should focus on a specific goal, but they need to be different goals. For example, on the first reading, you may look at the entrances, exits, possible staging. On the second reading, you could look at the key elements or the character subtext. On the third, you could maybe read aloud for rhythms and pace considerations. Explore the story arc and the challenges that you will face. And of course, look at the characters. After you truly understand your play, you will need to do your homework on any elements that need further clarification that you will find upon these different readings. Next, cast appropriately. A cast can make or break a show. Details, details, details. What am I talking about? Well, here's some examples. Good casting is crucial, and sometimes it is the most difficult part of your play. Many directors take many days to figure out their casting. You must match the personality to the actor or the role. Watch carefully to see who's nurturing other frightened actors. See, you'll want to use their natural personality when you're casting them. For example, you can cast them in soothing caretaker character roles. Look at your individuals that have good comedy. You would want to cast them in your comedic parts. A reading is a reading, but you need to know what lives at the core of each character in your play. so that you can link those roles to the actors who portray those particular qualities. In conclusion, if you remember to do these 3 things, then you will have set yourself up to have a successful production. Just remember to pick the right play for the actors and the audience. You must understand the material on a deep level, and you must cast accordingly to the strength of your actors. Theater should be moving and thought-provoking, not unclear and muddy. And it all starts with good preparation. My works cited I've listed here. Help for the First-Time Director was incredibly helpful in helping me put together my ideas. 7 Tips to Remember Before You're Directing Your First Play also had some amazing reminders of things that I had learned on my own. And then I looked at the Educational Theater Association website, which is schooltheater.org, in order to implement those in school settings, which work quite well also in the professional theater community. Thank you so much for listening to me talk today about how to make sure that your theater production is successful. And as long as you prepare, you will have a smashing show. You will sell out all your seats, and everyone will have a great time. Thank you.